Hello everybody, my name is Miss Ramsey and I'm going to be your Earth Science teacher for Fall 2020. I really wish that we could be together in person in the classroom, but because of COVID-19, it looks like we're going to be virtual for the time being. So since that is the case, I want to make sure that you guys know how to navigate Canvas, specifically our Canvas course. So you know where to find all of my contact information as well as where to find your lessons so that you know where to turn everything in to make sure that you're getting your grades. Now we're going to go over all of this together as well the first or second day of school, but it's always going to be good to have this video to refer back to as well. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you are signed into your Rapid Identity account. So that's your NC Ed Cloud. And once you get in, you should see all of these icons. It might be a little bit different from a student view, but you will have the Canvas icon on this page. So once you click the Canvas icon, it should take you to your dashboard, and your dashboard will look different than mine. I'm a teacher, so I have a bunch of different courses, but you should have your 4 or 5 courses that you're taking this semester, plus your homeroom course. So you should see about 6. So what you want to do is scroll to your Earth and Environmental Science course. Now, I haven't published these yet, but it will be published on Monday to where you guys can see it. So this is going to be our course. It'll say Earth and Environmental Science. You're going to click on that. And now I'm going to click to the student view. This is what I see, but I'm going to show you guys what you will see. Okay, so here we are in student view. So when you get onto our dashboard, this is exactly what you will see. Okay, so if you look over in the tabs on the left hand side, you have your home page. Your home page is where you can basically do everything. So if you get lost at any time, if you come back to your home page, this will be basically a good jumping off point. You can find everything from here. Your assignments page, you can see there's no assignments yet. Your assignments will all be linked in your lessons that I will show you. You really don't even have to worry about this tab. In fact, I might make this tab kind of invisible. There'll be discussions, so if you guys ever have to do group discussions, you could see that. Your grades, once you guys start getting grades in the grade book, this is where you can see it. And then there are links for pages and files. You really don't have to worry about all of that. I might remove some of that actually. There will only be things on the left-hand tab that you need, trust me. If it's not there, you won't need it. And then the syllabus tab is going to be important because here is our syllabus. Your homework on the first day is going to be to go through this syllabus and kind of just look it over and make sure you understand kind of the expectations for this course. So I'm going to go ahead and go home and show you these buttons. So when you click here, this is just going to be a get to know me slide. There's some information about me so that you can get to know me. And then there's also going to be a link for your first assignment for the first day of school. Now, the first thing you will do is log on to our Zoom meetings, okay? So you'll get onto Zoom and I'll talk you through some things, but it will be linked here just for your convenience. Now, the courses are published on Monday, but for some reason it won't let us officially assign assignments until Tuesday, so that's the reason that I linked it here rather than in your assignments and in your lesson page. So here, this first button that we see down here is your live lessons. If you click on it, here is your Zoom information. So for the first 2 weeks of school, first block will be meeting at 8:55 a.m. and then that Zoom link is there, and then the second block will be meeting at 10:20 a.m. and the link again is here. So all your Zoom information will be linked in your live lessons button. Now, if we go back to our home page, there's a button that says grading. This is going to be your grading policy. So definitely read this over, understand what the grading policy is, especially the late work policy in terms of turning work in on Canvas. And we will go over this again in person on Zoom, but it's always a good idea to kind of mull it over and make sure you understand. And then if you have any questions, you can come into our Zoom meeting with questions. Here's my contact information. So if we click on teacher information, it's got my email address here that you can click and send me an email, and it's also got a number you can call or text that number. Honestly, depending on what I'm doing, if you text me, I know you guys probably prefer to text than to call me, but I can respond to a text sometimes easier than I can respond to a phone call. So text me or sign up for Remind. This is going to be really important. I know a lot of you are freshmen because this is an earth science class. If you've never signed up, there's an app called Remind 101 for school teachers. And basically, it's just I can send out reminders daily for you. You'll get it, and then you can talk to me through it as well. So send me a message on this, just kind of like texting. Canvas navigation, this video will be linked there, and also just some support links to show you how to navigate. And then this digital citizenship, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. You don't necessarily need that right now. So don't worry about that right now. Now, the biggest thing is going to be, where are your lessons? How am I supposed to know what I'm going to do every day? What am I supposed to do? So if you click this big Enter Here button, this was a template that pretty much all of your courses should look like this. For some reason, the template came with this Unit 0 that doesn't actually work. So we're not going to click Unit 0. Okay, so the Unit 0 doesn't work. So we're going to start with Unit 1. Okay, now we are not going to jump into our content. So we're not going to start our Unit 1 technically until this Thursday, or the first Thursday of school, but we are going to have daily activities for the first 3 days. So what does that mean? You will come here every single day, and there will be a list of things for you to do. Okay, so the first 3 days will look a little bit different from your typical lessons, but they're still in this module so that you can find it easily. So day 1 is already done. So when you come into this module, you're going to click day 1, August 17th, and it will take you to your first day of school, and it has your Zoom links linked here. They're already in your live lessons, but I linked it here again just because I know the first day can be a little bit crazy. We're trying to work out some kinks, so I tried to make it easy as possible. There's going to be a check-in for your daily attendance, so you're going to want to check this Google form. I will take your attendance off the Zoom meeting, but this is just a double way to check. So every day you come onto Canvas, you're going to fill this form out for me so that I know that you're here and you can get your attendance. Here is a PowerPoint presentation that I'm going to be going over with you, or over it with you for the day. And then here's just kind of the expectations for your homework that night. So that's for Monday. At this point in time, I don't have Tuesday and Wednesday set up yet, but I will by the time you guys need them. So that's for the first 3 days of school. You know, the first few days are always getting to know your teacher, going over the syllabus, going over kind of expectations for the class, and then we have to dive into the actual content. So these first 3 links here are an exception, all right? These are just some extra things that I've added in so to get us kind of off the ground and running. From this point on, so when we actually jump into the earth science content that we're learning, all of your lessons are going to be set up like this, okay? And if you don't see a lesson linked, it means that you're working ahead and you shouldn't be on that lesson yet, and it's just not uploaded. All right, so right now, at this point in time when I'm recording this, we do have our lesson 1 finished, but we still need to upload the other lesson. So if you don't see something, it just means that you're not there yet, okay? And we'll be very explicit about when you should be completing these lessons. So here, lesson 1, we're going to start August 20th. That's Thursday. So you'll always see your goal statement here, so you'll know what you're going to be doing. And then when you click on the lesson, this says not yet available. Give me 1 second. Publish. Okay. So when you click on, let me go back to the student view actually. So when you go into your lessons, I'm going to go back into here, into your lessons. Remember, Unit 0 doesn't work, so we're just going to jump into Unit 1. Unit 1, Lesson 1, starting Thursday. When you click on your lesson, when you open it, this is what every single lesson is going to look like. Okay, now obviously there are going to be different things in the lesson, but this is what you do. So when you start at your warm-up, and then when you get to the exit, if you have done everything on the list that it tells you in these boxes, that means you're done with your work and your lesson for the day. So you'll always start with your warm-up. You guys are going to be getting electronic interactive notebooks. Most of the time your warm-up will be in there. Then we're going to have kind of like a little blurb as an introduction to what you do. So like in this first lesson here, you're going to read this article. You'll click it. It'll take you to the link. You'll read it, and then I'm going to discuss it with you. Then we're going to move on to the explain portion. The explain is me teaching, so I'll be teaching it to you either via a pre-recorded video or during a live Zoom lesson. So if for some reason you miss a Zoom lesson, there'll always be a link here in the explain. A link to a recorded video or a Zoom video that you can go back and look and do your notes. There'll always be the notes slides so that you can look at that if you missed the live lesson. And then the evaluate is where your classwork is going to be, okay? So when you are in this evaluate activity, the evaluate activity is where your grade's going to be, okay? You can't do this, you can't do the evaluate part until you do the warm-up, the engage, and the explain, okay? This is just like a normal class setup. So if you were to be with me in the classroom, this is how the classroom would run. We would do a warm-up, we'd kind of jump into it, I would teach you, I would guide you through some things, and then it would be up to you to finish a independent practice, okay? And then just like in a normal classroom, you will have an exit ticket daily. It could just be, you know, is there anything that you were confused about? This particular one just has a few questions that are pertaining to the lesson itself. Okay, so again, pay attention to the due dates. We'll talk about grading. You guys will have a good bit of time to get these done, but this lesson is for August 20th. So if you can get all of this done, you have 75 minutes for this class. So if you can get everything done from the warm-up to the exit on August 20th, you're doing a really great job. Okay, that means when it comes time for the unit test and the unit assessment and you're on pace, you won't have to be, you know, killing yourself and struggling to get your work in. And I know some of you will have circumstances where you might not be able to get everything done in the day's lesson, but you do not want to fall behind, okay? This is set up to take 75 minutes, right? This is set up to be just like what it should be in the classroom, okay? If you need any extra support or you have any questions about anything, you can always email me or, like I said, text me, sign up for our class remind, send me a message through there, and we will definitely get it worked out. So I cannot wait to see each and every one of you on our Zoom call on Monday, and I hope you guys enjoy the last couple days of your summer. By the time you're watching this, summer will probably be over, but I can't wait to get the school year started and to meet you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.